It's time for your KGNS First Alert weather forecast.
Good evening. The satellite radar imagery showing a band of moisture tracking well to the north of most of the central and southern part of Texas. Far northern Texas has gotten some of this, and it's tracked eastward across Oklahoma, Arkansas, and into the Gulf of Mexico states. And south of all that's the hot, dry air that we've been seeing each afternoon, each late evening and morning when we're not stirring the atmosphere over deep enough depth to tap into the dry air above. Then we get the more humid air from the Gulf of Mexico, and it looks as if that pattern of humid late evenings and mornings and dry afternoons will continue for several days more. It's still rather hot. Most areas around or over 105. Closer to the Gulf, temperatures starting to come down some, about 100 in Freer. Hebbronville and Freer earlier got to 105 or higher. Winds are from the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and the air is still fairly dry with dew points not far from 60, but you can see the more humid air from the Gulf beginning to reach our easternmost areas. Freer now humid with dew points over 70, and as we get into mid and late evening, pretty much everybody will be in that more humid air. Satellite imagery, visible satellite showing clear skies, just a few tiny cumulus clouds with that the western edge of the Gulf of Mexico humidity, and those clouds will dissipate as we go through the evening. We've been in a very hot period. We've had 38 of the last 57 days get to at least 105. That's 2 out of every 3 days for the last 2 months or so have been 105 or higher, and that's going to continue for a while. Temperatures by morning with the humid conditions 80 or so. In the afternoon, humidities will be low, but will approach 110. A few spots could make it to 110. Humidities will be low. It will be breezy, and over the last 2 months, we've had practically no rain, so those conditions have made the brush very dry. So not only do we have hazards presented by the heat advisory, but a red flag warning for fire hazards is necessary due to the low humidities, breezy conditions, and dry brush during tomorrow. As we go through Thursday, I don't see any change. We'll start out warm and humid, and in the afternoon, temperatures approaching 110, and that will continue Friday. Once we get beyond the weekend, a little bit more of a Gulf influence, but at this point, I don't see anything that could produce any rain out of that somewhat more moist air, so I'll continue with a dry forecast for now. 80 humid by morning, and as we go through the 7 days, not too far from 110 the rest of the week. Saturday, upper 100s, and then with a little bit more of a Gulf influence, temperatures closer to 105 Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Justin?